Nate. This is taking over. What was the difference between the teams, John?
Oh, I thought it was a pretty tight contest, I suppose. When it gets really tight, they probably had a lot to play for. They're playing for a top 4 spot. And the 2 minutes either side of half time were probably critical. 12-4 and us with an attacking set of 6 on their try line turned in 18-4. And that was probably the difference in the game. I thought it was a very tight game, and I thought we competed in all areas, and it probably deserved to go down the wire. But probably just that prior to half time and the try after half time got him over the line.
What do you think about the decisions leading up to that half time?
Oh, he got it wrong. We all saw it. He just got it wrong.
Season.
John, do you feel like you might have just played the premiers there, that they are a team that's warming up towards the title?
Yeah, I do. I was talking to the lads through the week. And just people in general, yeah, I think they're the best side on paper, and I think they're, they're finding form at the right end of the year.
The defence is just outstanding, isn't it, at the moment?
Yeah, they were good tonight. They do. They win the ground very well. They're very good at that, and it was a game where there wasn't many penalties. Just depends, I suppose, how they're going to referee the semi-final series. Whether they're going to be strict on the ground or whether they're going to try and let the game flow.
Which of those two will suit Manly, do you think?
Either. I think they got everything covered. Manly, their size, they've got great halves. Fullbacks in, looks like he's coming to hand really well. Their back row is very strong.
John, there was a stage during the second half, just after half time, they got that bit of a few points and it looked like they could really break out and run away with it, but just hung in.
Yeah, it was probably typical of our season. We were close but not quite good enough, and we certain stages of the year we were winning those games against the quality sides, but just weren't able to do it consistently enough. Especially in the first part of the year and our last 5 games, we pretty much in every game, but not being able to get across the line, and that's the difference.
John, were you a bit concerned about Jamal? He seemed to get cussed there, but he played on.
Okay. He was okay. They're pretty, as a club, we're pretty strict on that. Stevie Michaels came off at half time and we decided not to put him back on with a head knock. And Jamal was okay as far as the trainers were concerned.
Nate, the Manly, apparently, if they've got any sort of little chink in their armour, they're not scoring a lot of second half points. Is that just a coincidence? Do you have any thoughts on that?
They're probably doing enough in the first half of the night.
Fair enough.
Don't need to.
What do you think of that, though? Do you think they go all right?
Oh, for sure, mate. I think their size too different from last year, and I sort of felt tonight they were, in some patches probably in second or third gear. They're a brilliant side, and you can see they can just turn it on from nothing. You can win the play the ball on them, and they can come at you and just make you look silly.
John, do you think much about your season during the week at all after the Penrith game?
Oh, that was very disappointing, for all of us. No one goes down there with the intention to play with that sort of energy. It happens to every side. It's happened to every side in the competition at some stage, And I always knew our start to the year being, we were 2 from 9, I think we were. No matter how we could turn it around from that point, we were always going to be under pressure at the back end of the year. It's a tough comp. It's hard to win a game, let alone 2, 3, 4 in a row. So, in hindsight, the first 9 games put us behind the 8 ball. We were consistent pretty well from that point. We didn't lose too consistently. We won 3 in a row on a couple of different occasions. So we sort of got ourselves back into contention, with 1 round to play, and that was I thought that was a good effort. I'm glad they came away with an effort tonight, because I didn't want to go into an off season with that Penrith game at the front of my thinking.
Do you feel the same as John, that you were close but just not quite good enough this year to make the finals?
Oh, well, we were, yeah. we in a couple of games this year that we really let slip. You could sort of feel at the time of the game that was going to hurt us, and it did. It come back to bite us, and you know, some really good patches of the year for us, but you know, not the start we wanted.
John, have you thought about how to rectify that and get that consistency yet? Or?
Oh, mate, that's you know, that's the $64 question, isn't it? You know, you keep your players on the paddock, get a full off season in. You know, we'll deal with that. You know, I just going to treat. You know, there'll be no big speeches, no nostalgia, no carrying on about the season being over. It's, you know, I said to the boys during the week, if it's taken 2 years to get to a point, sort of this year was a bit of a start again year for the club with a lot of new players, and if it takes us 2 years to get to a point that we're competing and winning the big games, and we're playing the big games at the end of the year, well, you know, it's a 2-year project.
Mate, will you go straight in for surgery, or will you wait in case you might get a test start later this year?
It's a bit of a no-brainer, isn't it? Yeah, mate, I'll just see. I'll go see the doc and see what he says. But yeah, probably a couple of things that need fixing up, as does everyone this time of year, I think. So yes, I'll wait.
Thanks, boys.
That's awesome.